Hello viewers, welcome to my channel once again. My name still remains Carson Ombasuba. Today we shall be looking at a country known as Belize. Belize is the only English-speaking country in the entire Caribbean, with diverse people from different races like Indian, China, and so many other tribes, including Igbo. But for the purpose of this video, we shall be looking into the people of Igbo ethnic group in Belize. Belize observes Emancipation Day as a public holiday to commemorate the monument event in Caribbean history when enslaved Africans were freed from bondage of forceful labor. It is an annual event where locals celebrate the resilience of the African ancestors with an Igbo festival. The Igbo Town Festival promotes preserving the Creole culture, showcasing talent from upcoming generations. For instance, performing arts such as music, playlists, dance, and so many more. A woman known as Frida Paulino Seedorf, whose DNA shows that she is an authentic proud Igbo woman, was conferred with Igbo chieftaincy title recently, known as Noha, which means the mother of all in Igbo language. Her visit inspired us into going to find out more about that country, Belize. So on getting there, we discovered a town known as Yabira, a settlement for Igbo enslaved Africans. So, and that name, Yabra, is known as Yabra, but it sounds like a corrupted name, Igbo name, known as Yabira. Yabira, that means he came or she came. So this is a settlement known as Igbo settlements in that country. So in that town, we discovered the status of a wedding man whose name is Isaiah Emmanuel Morta, a Belizean coconut plantation owner, a first-made millionaire in Belize of Igbo descent. He was a devotee of Marcus Garvey, who owned a great deal of property and donated much of his wealth to the Universal Negro Improvement Association, UNIA. So let's just take a look at a video which is going to tell us about the festival, the historic background of the word of Igbo Town, and how the name Igbo Town came about. So let's just dive in. Let's go there.
Menita Gordon Avenue.
Yeah. So this is off Albert Street.
That's right.
More to the right of Albert Street.
Right.
Okay. So it was just a couple plots of land.
That's right. And so as one of the snippets says, the enslaved population were never well taken care of. Of course, they saw them as property. They're there. You want to ensure that they survive to work for you. That's the main principle. So you issue out rations and so on, and the rations aren't healthy or nutritious in any way. It's just to keep you alive. And that's the type of history that we need to uncover to understand why things are the way they are. But besides that, the name itself, Igbo Town, and you would see this reference in some of the other names that the records indicate, such as Congo Will, as a name of an enslaved person. The name itself, historians have theorized, is a reflection of their original homelands in West Africa. So you have a ethnic group in Nigeria called Igbo, and we believe then that Igbo tongue is an evolution of that root word Igbo. as the ethnic group. And that is where we are able to understand and appreciate why enslaved persons were placed in that area. And it would have been very swampy. It's not like what we're noticing now. Belize is built upon a, what do we call it? A lot of recovered land. And so that is what we are noticing, is that they were placed behind the church. It was a swampy area. I mean, most of Belize was anyway.
Right. So it's off the coast.
That's right.
Yeah, up the top coast.
And so what we are doing this year is very exciting as well, because we are going to elaborate on these spaces and landmarks on the day of the Igbo Town Festival.
Yes, we can talk about Igbo Town Festival now. Igbo Town Festival has been around about 2 or 3 years now, and I need to give recognition to members of the Creole Council, specifically Brother David, the young man Musa Shahid and his dad, who made efforts to, on a whole, Emancipation Day has been observed at the grassroots level for a number of years. And we had activists and cultural workers really pushing Emancipation Day and for us to observe it. And definitely this year with the state ceremony, we have worked to incorporate all those elements. Everything that was done when we did it informally or only at the community level has been preserved in the state ceremony. So in the state ceremony, yes, we will see the BDF and we will have the inspection of the guard and the national anthem. Those were all features before, but there were also cultural elements such as the libation ceremony. Last year we began putting wreaths in the water as well. We have kept that. And even sharing a traditional breakfast at the end, and of course ensuring that we have drumming in the ceremony as well. So we have a group of youths that are currently training at the hub to get ready for Emancipation Day so that we can have youth representation as well. But Igbo Town Festival, coming back to that, there was this idea of having music and celebration and something for the community. And this was done at the Yabra Green, which is walking distance from historic Igbo Town. Igbo Town, as Mr. Kokomo said, being around that Berkeley Street area there, more or less, that would have been where Igbo Town was. Right. And then, of course, you had Yabra Cemetery and Yabra Green. And then I guess they can both speak to other elements of the Creole culture around there as well, right? So, you know, there was this idea of having a festival. And so, you know, we are partnered with the Creole Council, the National Creole Council, to continue to make sure that Igbo Town Festival grows. And a big feature of that this year is ISCR and the Museum of Belize are going to be running a historical tour. Rolando, yes.
So Mr. Kokomo will be a part of that.
I believe you'll be a tour guide, Rolando.
Super intriguing.
So this is right. We're partnered with. We're going to partner with tour guides, of course.
I'll get me into trouble, Mr.
And the idea is that the festival will be happening. You know, there's going to be sweets and treats and food and music. We have Brother David and the Tribal Vibes, Boom and Chan, second generation. The Creole Council will be out there with their booth. They'll be doing lime and spoon and Creole ring games. We're anticipating the bail up and the rice and beans will be out there. Music all day, activities for the children on the field. We're hoping for a youth football tournament. Again, these are always, even throughout the Caribbean, that Emancipation Day, after the official part of the day is over, that you celebrate with sports, with community engagement. We're hoping as well that the National Creole Council will also deliver some lectures and teachings out there on history and emancipation in between the music, but more about the historical.
No, I was going to segue into Miss Williams, only because you began to talk about some of the features of this event.
Yes.
And now, Miss Williams, you do a lot of amazing things in terms of some of the Creole traditional delicacies. So, first of all, let's talk about your business, Belizeans.
End of this program. So do me a favor, like this channel, share it, click on the notification button for more videos about Igbo history.